Right, so where were we? Oh, yes, the last time you saw me, I'd met the girl of my dreams, threw a chair across the classroom, swore at the teacher, and got beaten up by an orangutan. It had been a mixed up sort of a day that ultimately wound me up here, walking home early, having been suspended for the rest of the week. I remember that walk of shame like it was yesterday. I knew my mum would be disappointed, but hopefully she'd also see that I wasn't running from this or making excuses. I wasn't going to be a wimp about this. I'd face this head on.
You're back early? What on earth has happened to you?
Alright, Mum, I've got this letter. Basically, what happened were...
Oh, darling. So, what happened?
Oh, shit. I fell over.
Oh, you poor thing. Well, you sit yourself down and I'll go and get you a nice cup of tea.
Nice going, wimp. Shut up. The dysfunctional family or flat share has always been a very popular theme for comedy shows. Mainly, I assume, because they are subjects that we can all relate to in some way. Well, Detroit had the Taylors, Chiswick had the Porters, and my little town had the Doggets. You've already met my mum, Diane. She ran a tea room, and with Y2K fast approaching and the end of civilization seemingly inevitable, she had become a bit of a doomsday prepper. She didn't build a bunker or hoard firearms like the American ones. She just stocked up on canned goods from Quick Save. You couldn't move for tins of no-frills chicken soup in our place. Then there was my dad, Derek. He worked for an insurance company and was something of a cliché of a dad. He'd come out with things like this.
On that bloody game station again. Heaven forbid you get outside and get a bit of fresh air.
And this.
Who's been messing with this? I'm not made of bloody money, you know.
And this little beauty.
That's supposed to be music. Just a load of bloody noise.
Should you answer any question incorrectly during this round, you're gonna hear this noise.
And then there was my sister Donna. She was a bit bratty and a bit spoilt, and we never really got on. But we're all grown up, and I'm over it now. I've moved on. What do you want?
I want to watch the telly.
Piss off, I'm watching Shooting Stars.
Give me the remote.
No.
Ma'am! Daniel won't let me watch telly. Let her watch telly, Daniel.
But Mum, I already had this on. She's just come down here and told...
Daniel, Derek, Doggett, don't be selfish.
Fine, have it.
Ma'am!
Now, this business of constantly trying to one-up each other had been going on for many years, but at a certain point, things started to heat up. Donna had this habit of never watching where she was going, constantly tripping me up, and as usual, I let it build up inside me until I couldn't take it anymore and completely overreacted.
Oh, Donna! What? Honestly, you pair. What's the matter now? She keeps treading on my shoe. Well, if you'd hurry up and get out the door. Well, if you weren't still wet in the bed, maybe we wouldn't be in such a rush in the first place. Daniel! I'm sorry. She just gets on my nerves.
Yeah, I know that was a bit unnecessary, and as far as I was aware, I'd apologised, thought little more of it, and went off to school and went about my day as normal. Donna, however, did not. She came home and told Mum and Dad that I told all her friends about her bedtime issue, the liar. But who do you think they believed?
So? What do you have to say for yourself? Nothing. I didn't do anything.
Oi, don't you answer your mother back.
She asked me what did I have to...
And who's she, the cat's mother?
I was not going to let this stand. I went straight into school the following morning and told all her friends. She returned home, told on me again, had to admit she lied the first time, and ended up getting a telling off herself. And from that day on, it was war. Meanwhile, back in 1998, I'd spent my suspension at the park playing Game Boy and reading comics. Well, that certainly taught me a lesson. I wouldn't dream of doing anything like that again. And I returned home a bit cocky and unable to believe I was getting away with this.
Good afternoon. What do you think I found while I was tidying that tip of a bedroom of yours earlier? letter from your school.
Oh, that.
Yes, that. What did you think I was talking about?
Nothing.
It says that you swore in class and that you've been fighting.
No. Well, yes, but it's not like that. There's this kid who keeps winding me up, and Miss Arquette keeps calling me Danielle, which doesn't help. Dickheads.
Daniel.
I know I should have told you. I wanted to, but I knew you'd be disappointed and I didn't want you to worry.
Oh, Daniel, I'm your mother. I'm always going to worry. And I'll never be disappointed as long as you're honest with me. It's far worse for me to find out by stumbling upon this while tidying your bedside table.
I know. I'm sorry, Mum.
That was lucky. That's the drawer you keep all your dirty magazines in. These are disgusting, degrading, and downright disrespectful. Aren't they, Derek?
Hmm?
My deviant behaviour had led to me being grounded for the summer holidays. It's not really a punishment for an introvert, to be honest. I filled the time with all the things I enjoyed. Well, not all the things I enjoyed. Mum had confiscated my stash of dirty mags after all. Eventually, she caught on to my lazy streak and roped me into helping her at work. Turns out, though, it was quite lucrative. Though you really don't want to know what I had to go through to get this. Afternoon, ladies. Tea for two?
Oh, thank you, dear. Here, Enid. Isn't he lovely?
Oh, yes. If I was 50 years younger.
Here's a little something for yourself, dear.
Boo. Though it would pay for Metal Gear Solid. So there you have it. This was supposed to be the summer where I found myself, where I worked out who I really was. Instead, I found myself here, serving scones.